everyone. Welcome to Dyson Dynamics, a bunch of fucking people who like D&D.
Stunning intro,
Yeah, that's
Mark.
it.
I'm
That's pretty
trying
much
not to
it.
get in trouble for copyright, guys, okay? Sorry.
That's fair.
Welcome to the D&D stream. We play D&D.
We play
Where the
D&D.
points are made up and where the game is made up, the points don't matter. There you go.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that one. Welcome back. This is chapter 7 of Descend into Avernus, the Jason project special. Whether we are not following the book, we are following his brain. Jason's gonna obviously go over what happened last week, because yeah, I'm not good with memory. But thanks for stopping by, and I hope you guys enjoy. Take it away.
All right. Last we left off, we found ourselves once again working our way through the investigation into the Maiden Statue murders, as well as some odd tasks that have been assigned to you by different contacts of Detective O'Sullivan, who have promised to provide information regarding things that they have heard with regards to the location of the Cult of the Dead 3. In exchange for odd tasks or assistance in some way, shape, or form. Last session, we had, let's see, what did you guys went and saw?
We met Rhea.
Yes, right. We introed a character, Rhea Mantlemorn, who is a young Hell Rider from Elturel, who is running the refugee camp just outside the gates of Baldur's Gate, along with a few other Hell Riders. She was interested in information pertaining to Fabius Krieg, the overseer of Elturel, who had previously utilized magic to save the city from a calamity. And if he is truly here in Baldur's Gate, she is hoping he will do it again. Fabius Krieg was seen with soldiers bearing tabards with stone hearts on them, which leads Rhea to believe that the Van Thampers may be hosting Fabius Krieg, and is why she was interested in Amric Van Thamper, who you followed out of the Oasis. After which, the party sort of broke up for the evening, and there was a clandestine meetup in a museum between Jeremina and Wondermaker Jacques. Olin's sort of
You cannot
almost...
say Wondermaker Jock when you're talking about what they just did.
Yes, he can. He just
Yeah,
did.
that's true. That's true. I just did.
Son of a bitch.
Who was chaperoning a school event for a local school that was hosting a sleep-in the museum. That did not dissuade Jeremina nonetheless. And on the other side of Baldur's Gate, Olin, after having walked Jeremina to the temple, returned to the Three Old Kegs to find a visitor in the corner of his room. And that is where we will pick up.
If I remember correctly, Olin got a feeling when he walked in, so his hand is already on the dagger with the raven feather.
Okay. As you step in, the figure holding the glowing rose will sort of toss it forward, not in an attack fashion, but really just sort of tossing it, and as it distances itself from him, it lands softly on the bed, almost directly in between the two of you, and it loses its glow as it does so. And he says, looking you over, he says, There's no reason for that. I don't mean any harm.
What language is it? Common?
Common.
Okay. What are you doing here in my room?
Your friend, the Drow. You're the group's protector, are you not?
I can be.
Your friend is marked.
Olin will take out the coin. This thing? Right here?
Yes.
Why?
At this point, at this point, he'll rise from his seat and step forward. The rose glowing again, and now you can kind of see he's sort of not shrouded in shadow anymore. You recognize the stark white cloak that you saw observing you all in the alleyway with Rhea, except this time this time it has lines drawn across it, like deep red crimson lines. That are very, very straight and very, very angular. But you do see the odd, like, splatter here or splatter there. It definitely appears to be blood of some kind. He'll take down his hood and reveal his face. He's kind of got sort of like scraggly blonde 5 o'clock shadow and scraggly, like, long, semi-longish hair. And he'll say, yes, that, but you carrying it around isn't going to unmark your friend. You all are investigating the Maidenhead statue murders. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, we're doing it to some bullshit. I don't know.
At this point, he sort of stops and will say in Elvish, "Is Elvish better for you?"
Thank you, much better.
And he'll say, "Well, I'll save you a lot of trouble. I killed them all. And I would keep a close watch over your friend. The being marked would indicate that some cultists somewhere found fit to include them in the grand game, which could be quite dangerous for them." And are you still holding the coin out?
Yep.
3 motes. Should be all right.
Was it 3 or 2?
Was it 2?
I thought it was 2.
Yeah, with
Okay.
two modes.
Yeah. 2. 2 motes. Should be all right.
What is this? What is this grand game? Is this some fucking weird bullshit these people want to do?
It's a ritual, a worldwide ritual that the cult of Baal has created to give reverence. It's really difficult. He'll sort of, like, exasperatedly, like, take a breath that he has to, like, explain this, and then say, when you worship a god of murder, and murder is how you show reverence, it becomes very difficult to operate in secret. And this was a way that the cult found many years ago to create a system to that, to feed the ritual and achieve whatever end it is that they want with this power they're generating.
Besides obviously killing my friend, what's another way of ending this bullshit and getting them off of him?
He'll sort of say, when the cults pop up, they're led by, generally speaking, a trained cultist ballspawn who sort of organizes those underneath. They're like little cells. So finding who's in charge, who's running, could be the easiest way. And at this point, he'll say, but unfortunately, a lot of the areas in Baldur's Gate are particularly hard to get into for someone like me. They're warded or things like that. So if you all happen to come across a ball spawn, and you sort of motion down at the rows, not me, that might solve the problem.
So you're not the one from Baldur's Gate, you just happen to be picking up the... He looks at the coin. The mark?
He'll sort of shake his head and say, I don't really take coins. I only kill ball spawn.
Wait, so you're a ball spawn that kills other ones?
He'll sort of pinch the bridge of his nose. Yes, that's sort of where the whole idea of the grand game came from. Was ball spawns have always been killing ball spawns since balls started having children, and their goal is to, well, those who know that they are ball spawn and choose to engage in active worship in the cult, if you're ball spawns killing ball spawns, if you're the last remaining ball spawn, you become an avatar of Ball called the Slayer, which is not great.
So you're killing them to make sure no one else can get to this avatar form or whatever. But
Yes.
But if you're killing the last one, wouldn't that make you that last one?
He shakes his head and says, "No, I have a agreement with another one, and we're going to become the last two and then die of old age."
Okay. So you're looking for the ball spawn cell that's handing out these coins here? Is that what you're doing?
Or the leader. I'm knocking off ball spawn as fast as I can, but there's places I can't get.
You happen to know these locations?
And he'll say, yes, the Manor District, where all the
Fish's face.
the Manor District, where all of the, sort of captains of industry, those under the dukes, the council members, the Grand Duke themselves, and at this point he'll sort of like knock on his arm, and you hear like a hollow sound indicating that it's probably like a prosthetic of some kind. He's like, there's quite a bit of anti-magic zones in there that I'm just not really comfortable handling.
So you've come to warn me about this coin and let me know this information. What do you want out of it?
Well, if you find that last ball spawn, I'd very much appreciate you killing it.
And you'll just figure it out? You don't need me to find a way to contact you or anything like that?
He'll sort of knock his head back and forth and say, I honestly don't really have any way of confirming it or denying it. And he'll point down at the rose. You have one of those, right?
It's on Silkaz.
Great. All right. Well. Oh well, and the other reason I wanted to show up was to save you a little time looking into the murders.
I appreciate that. Felt like we were hitting a few walls with our heads. Well, they were. I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck I'm even doing this, but yeah.
Yeah. He'll sort of say, so I've been placing the bodies near the Maidenhead statue because I think the cult's hideout is somewhere around there.
And you think that anti-magic shield might be a hint?
What do you mean?
You said you finding anti-magic shield areas. You think that could be one of the hints that the hideout is near?
Perhaps. Not too sure. I'm going to keep looking. It could also be that where the ball spawn is located and where the cult is actually operating out of are two separate locations.
Okay.
Can you say that one more
Anyway.
time, Jason?
He said it's possible that where the ball spawn is located and where the cult is actually hiding out could be two separate locations. And he says, all right, well, I probably took enough of your time, and I'm sure that you want to get some rest. I have a body I have to go place.
I'll make sure not to find out who did it. And what's your name again?
I mean, I generally don't use my name in my line of business, but
I don't have a memory, so you're fine. No one will believe me anyways.
Jetto, whatever. And he'll sort of extend a hand.
He'll grab it and go, Olin.
Pleasure. All right, well, I will leave you to it, and he'll put his hood back up, and will sort of exit the room via walking. More of a entrance guy, and as opposed to a
As he's walking out, Olin's just gonna call back. Next time, knock.
I'll be sure to.
Olin will go to the doorway and watch him leave, and also check the hallway to make sure no one's trying to go after Silk as yet.
Okay. Yeah, the hallways are quite quiet here. Eventually you see his white cloak sort of slink into darkness and his form disappears. He did leave that crystalline rose on the bed, so you have one.
Yep.
And with that, unless there's anything else you guys want to do for the evening, it can be the next morning.
Can I just roll a quick perception check to see if Silkez would hear anything out in the hallway when
Sure thing.
Jetta walks by?
By the way, after this, someone's gonna have to tell me who this is, because you three fucking lost your shit, and I don't know who this is.
It's Jason's Naruto OC.
Who?
Jason's Naruto OC.
It's like one of my really old PCs from school that I uprevved to be a part of.
I didn't even know.
Forgotten Realms.
You and I have never talked about that. We only ever talked about Devaneth.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
A 15. Your eyes might flutter open and like hear the footsteps. But if you were to roll over and like look out the door frame or anything like that, you would not see anything.
You would see Olin though.
Oh no, he wasn't gonna look. He was just listening.
Okay, yeah, you heard footsteps then.
Olin wouldn't go to sleep until absolutely necessary, so he'd be up till the 4-hour trance is required.
Okay.
Next morning comes around. Jeremina is going to walk in like dark 30, like just after the sun has risen. She doesn't have makeup on. She's like doesn't have her jewelry on. And she's clutching like a dark rope in her hand. She's gonna go, Silkez. Silkez.
But I'm getting up. I'm just about to go switch with Arlen. What's up?
That's great. That's great.
Judging by the time, I assume that you got what you wanted.
No, not really.
Oh my god.
So he was out at that museum place because he was giving
Yes.
teaching to kids because this like princess called out Caroline, something like that. Don't care. So
Did you
I will say
let the kids
this.
asleep?
No, they were out doing like arts and crafts. So
Continue.
I'm not going to go into detail,
Don't.
but
I
I
don't know.
did have plenty of time to make him a new robe. But I got his old robes.
You Why did you spill them?
Did you know
In the bed.
that there's did you know that there's steam engines? You can boil water and it pumps through a system, hydraulics, and it makes things happen.
So you guys had a 5-hour discussion after 5 minutes, I'm assuming.
No, so it was 2. Most of it was undressing. It's an all buttons back here.
Oh my god.
But I had to go in. Is Olin okay, by the way? He was out in the hallway.
I don't know. I was going to ask when I got up and switched spots with him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, but no, I couldn't go out walking afterwards, right? Like, I'm not gonna go out at night because there's cults. But I sat there with the kids, and I learned so much. I have to tell Olin about hydroengineering. Did you know that there's things that can get powered by water naturally moving?
Yeah, I'd
Like a
imagine it
river
followed.
mill.
Yeah, like a river mill. That's what I was about to say. It follows that same
Like
concept, but
like big. Like for
Mhm.
entire cities. That's insane. And
Mhm.
we've just been sitting on that. There's rivers if everyone just got their heads together and they built them everywhere, there'd be power for so many places and it'll never stop because rivers don't stop moving. Does Marty know about this?
Probably.
I bet Marty knows a lot about this. I'm gonna ask Mart. And you know, I took notes too. I took so many dang notes. Anyways, you
Please
want
go
to
to
go
bed.
check in on notes? Okay.
Please go to
Yep.
bed.
Well, no, I'm too jacked up. Come on. Hydroelectronics. It's a future.
Well, if as Olin and I switch, you can talk to him about it.
That sounds perfect. Yes. Oh. I get to tell him about hydroelectronics. I took one of the worksheets for him. I thought it would be a little patronizing, but I think he'd get a kick out of them. Because I got a kick out of them. I filled out one of them. I got an 8 out of 10.
That's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go.
Sounds great. I'm going to sit right here.
You do that. And Silkas just walks out. Is Olin still in the hallway?
Kinda, yeah. He's definitely still pacing around a little bit just to keep awake because he knows it's almost time for him to go to sleep, but he's walking around.
Olin,
Yes.
everything all right? I thought I heard another pair of footsteps earlier. Was it just a guest? Did anything happen?
Yeah. Olin will go to his door and push it open, and you'll see the rose on his bed.
Oh. Well, I don't see signs of a struggle, so
Um,
non-violent?
Found them. He's gonna look around and make sure nobody's around him, and he's gonna say in a low Elvish, "I found the murderer." And it's not what you think.
I will say that he did leave you alive, so
Cause,
it must be some kind of...
well, cause he's not trying to kill people with these coins, and he'll hand the coin back to you.
Oh,
He's trying to go for the people who are killing the people with the coin.
oh, so it is true that having this coin is going to get me kind of
Targeted.
marked, for less of a better term.
Yep, but I've talked to him. He's given me a few things to look into, or us to look into, and has also given us some information. Yeah, can we talk about it in the morning? I'm
No,
fucking
yeah.
done.
I was gonna say we can discuss it over breakfast.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need my drink for this one.
So, Jamina's back.
From
Hi, Olin. I wasn't listening, but I heard my name.
hello, Dedamina, did you have fun?
Mm. Yeah. Jacques was a quick conversationalist, but I learned a lot about hydroelectronics and steam engineering. When you have the time, I want to tell you all about it. Because guess what? I also learned about hydroponics, which is not at all related to any of that.
Yes, that's fine. Jacques is trying to talk to me about hydro stuff.
Did you know that in 50 years, we could be seeing plants in like Luskin?
We see plants all the time. Look outside.
No, but like in Luskin, because it's all snow. See, you make a greenhouse.
He's gonna whisper real quick. Where the fuck's Luskin?
Luskin is a place that's like way up north, and it's all snow, all ice. It's basically a barren wasteland.
Got it. In Luskin?
Yeah.
Does it get cold in Luskin?
Oh, very cold. So cold. Sometimes the sun goes out for months.
That does not sound fun at all.
No. I could never imagine living in a place that has no sun year round. That'd be crazy. Anyways,
crazy.
I know that you had a long day, night, keeping watch. Mm-hmm. So you tuck on into bed, okay? Do you need me to tuck you in?
Nope. I'm good.
No?
I'm good.
Okay. Are you gonna sleep well?
Yes, Teramina. You should go to bed too.
Okay, well, I had plenty of time to sleep. The day is young. I'm alive. Brimming with information about hydroponics.
Is she drunk?
And electronic.
No, she's not drunk at all. She's just very excited about, power modes that are more concrete than, say, electricity, which is not very easy to perceive.
I'm gonna pretend like I understand what you're talking about. I think she's on drugs. But I'm gonna go to sleep. And I'll bring the rose down to start the conversation.
Oh, yeah. I guess we're matching now.
Yeah, it'll help. Trust me. With what I found out, it'll help.
Yeah. Sleep well, Olin. I'll keep an eye out for all of us.
Yep, hit the door once. I sleep late. Good night, Jeremina.
Oh, she's out cold on the bed.
She's asleep. Good night. And Olin will walk off.
Silkes keeps watch, and that's
Alrighty. And then we time lapse into the dawn of the next day. The sort of bottom floor of the Three Old Kegs, as much as it is most every day, James, Detective O'Sullivan, is there with the morning paper and a cup of coffee, where he's making his way through the newspaper. And Rin has already departed to bring her daughter to school, and as always, her parents are located in the corner enjoying their breakfast. And with that, I turn it back over to you all.
So, Marty, I'm up all night with a bunch of kids, and I never let up in Luskin. There isn't a lot of educational opportunities. Sometimes you get an adventurer who comes by because he's on a pity project, and he talks at length about arcane crystals and his next pyramid scheme.
Mhm.
But I learned all about hydroelectronics. So there's these things called dams, and it's like a river mill, but for a whole city.
Yeah.
That's insane, right? Do you know anything about that? I got you a little worksheet.
Oh, fun.
Thank you.
Oh.
It is for 4th graders, so I hope it ain't
Yeah, it seems a little.
rude.
No,
But
it's not rude. It's just very simplistic understanding of engineering. That's all right though. This is very cool. Like
I got an
I-
8 out of 10.
more wires. Yeah, you're kind of stuck in the one spot for it though. It's like the one thing.
Yeah, but towns are in one place.
Oh yeah, but if you want to move elsewhere, you need to bring it with you, and you can't really do. Well, actually, if you had a.
Well, I don't know why you'd want to move a town.
Well, I mean, in the case of EV3, that's hi EV3. That's more like what I tend to work with usually. But I mean, if you were to then say take one of those flasks that always has water in it, if you put that on something, but then you'd be trailing water everywhere though. I don't know. Might be fun looking into.
But what if you got one of them bags or a portal to another place so that the waters go in to another place?
That might work. That's interesting. I might have to.
But wait, what if? Okay,
Oh, go ahead.
so Jacques talked about steam. What if you got a really hot thing and then the water trickles onto it and it makes steam, which is another source of renewable energy?
Yeah, that's. I've heard
Like a
about
sponge.
something like that being used over in. Oh goodness, what's it called? In Lanton, I think. So it has something similar to that. But that's. Yeah, that might be fun to experiment with. Maybe we will do this. This sounds like fun.
After we make hooch.
After hooch. Well, actually, you could probably. Okay, but
But wait, during the
you
fermenting
could
process,
use the hydraulics to make huge.
that's what I was saying.
Fuck was that?
The pressure, pressurizing within the still is very similar to how you get steam engines to work. So yeah, it's not impossible.
we could probably automate the whole process. That's a new word I learned too. Because you got to go in, you got to check on the beer and the hooch, and you got to mix it around. Sometimes, and then you can make it do that.
Really.
That's
Theoretically, half the stuff I do is
insane.
automated because CB3. But
How was everybody's night though? Besides mine was.
I will say that was a very interesting and fascinating conversation to listen into. Also,
Thank you.
as far as the idea of Alex, would you have to figure out a way to have
You keep muting yourself.
Muted.
sorry. If you were to make a portable version, you would have to find something that would be able to be sealed but also be able to move. And I think that's where the hard part would come in, if I'm understanding what you two were talking
Right.
about correctly.
But I mean, you can make something
I could
that's.
definitely make something.
Wait.
We
You
can
can
tinker.
use your bag for it.
Well, everything will get a little bit mildewy if I have like water being poured into it. It's not like
Yeah.
endless. There's an end to it. It's just
That
smaller
makes-
on the outside.
Wait, but how can mildew form
Well,
if there's no air?
So-
there's air, but it's just sealed. It's like, well, it's all very complicated. So what happened last night?
Really
Oh,
quick, this one I
so-
do actually know. Mildew happens when there's water, because water can turn into air by evaporation. And by evaporating, it creates air which water sticks to and creates mildew using the bacteria that are available in the space. I learned that one from my little brother.
So it can. So mildew happens because water's evaporating
James left
into
yet?
air, and it's stick. Okay, I think I got
Has
it.
James left yet?
So at this point, you will actually see James sort of go, "Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it," and stand up, and will sort of walk past your walk past your table and say, "We got another one. I gotta go to the scene. They found another body at the statue."
Oh goodness.
Oh, that's awful. We can be there in a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no rush. It's not like we're gonna unkill them. And I'd imagine it's gonna be much more of the same. But enjoy your breakfast. I mean to bring the mood down. Here's the paper. It'll sort of slap down the paper in the middle of the table.
I would start reading it after we learn everything else. Okay, what happened last night?
So as
So,
James officially
Oh,
leaves.
really quick.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Jeremina can start talking.
Marker.
As Jeremina starts talking and Olin sees James leave, Olin's going to take the rose and put it on the table.
and
Oh,
that's when he starts to take his rope.
We have a second one.
That's new.
I had a visitor last night.
Oh.
Oh, Olin. I'm really glad to
Um,
hear that.
He
Are you
was-
okay?
I'm fine. He is the one that just gave James something to do.
Oh.
What?
So he's the
So
main statue.
yes, he is the person who has been leaving the bodies.
Oh.
Okay, and we're all, but you didn't.
You fell asleep on the bed talking about Hydro something. Mati was at their parents' house.
Yeah, but why didn't you do something about it at the time that he was
Because he is not
your?
he is not killing people who are marked like Silkas.
No, he's
Yeah.
still killing people though.
He's killing cultists and looking for the boss.
But he's still killing people.
He's killing the people who are killing innocent.
I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying,
Oh, I
which
do.
is that he's still killing people and publicly putting their bodies out.
I suppose that the reason he was killing people was because since I'm marked, right, Olin?
Yes.
They were trying to kill me.
You only got marked recently. So I definitely don't think he was killing people
He's
because he
going-
knew that you would have gotten marked.
That would have killed Silkus if they found him.
But he only got marked yesterday.
But they would have been after him.
But he's still killing people.
He's going after the cult of Bull.
Oh, the Flaming Fist just killed someone like 3 days ago.
Yeah, and that's also wrong. But I can't do anything
It
about the
is.
Flaming Fist.
Yeah, it's not great, but goodness gracious. So you talked to him?
Yes.
Yeah, can we talk about... Yeah.
Of course, I was
What'd he
waiting
say?
to have the conversation.
So, what did you learn from him?
He is a ballspawn who does not want to follow the footsteps of his brothers and sisters.
Okay, so he's
So he's killing
Kill-
his brothers and sisters. And
So he's also a can killer on top of all that. And also you believe him.
He did not kill me. He did not kill Silke.
Right, but maybe he was doing that. But maybe he didn't kill you because he knew that Sulkez was right there. And he knew that Sulkez was pretty powerful. Like, everyone else that got killed were solitary. You know, he's not going to off someone in an inn.
Why not?
I mean, according to these, the adventurers cards that we got, we're only level 3 adventurers, so I don't think we're that powerful.
Oh my god.
Right, but it's still a lot of noise. Also, James O'Sullivan's right there.
No, he left.
no, he's gone.
He's out in the room. You know what I meant. He sleeps here at night. You can hear him.
I know. I heard him for 4 hours.
He snores quite loud.
He
He
told
does.
me he told me that the cult is like cells, and the one running the cells is a ballspawn. That's who he's looking for. The people he is killing are cult members.
He's killing cult members
Okay, and how does he know they're cult members?
because they're boss spawn.
No, he never said, but he's looking for them, and he's told me a location of where he thinks the ballspawn cell is.
Well, if
There's
they're ball spawn, the rose will light up. So he just
Okay.
walks around, finds the rose. If they light up, he kills them, right?
so he's walking around.
That's what he
Killing-
said, Jason, right? That once he's killing, they're just cult members. They're not actually ballspawns.
So no, that the opposite. He's saying that he's killing Ballspawn, who may be at the front of
Okay.
the cult.
So the bodies he's leaving are actually ballspawns.
Yeah, so there's like a dual. He's doing two things at once, multitasking. He's killing Ballspawn because they might be
The head.
the ones running the
Yeah.
game in this particular area, but he's also just killing them because they're Ballspawn for his own ends,
Okay.
right?
Now I
So-
understand that.
And also that also adds the moral question of, okay, yeah, we know that one of the Ballspawn was in the cult, but like the other ones, we don't actually know if they were in the cult or not, and
Yeah,
some signs point to no.
Which, yeah, Jermina's about to bring up. Okay, now there's a really interesting thing there. A really interesting question. So only one of them bodies we know was in a cult. One was just some lonely docker man whose mama ain't talking to him. Like, so this guy's killing guys because a magic item chimes up.
Basically, yeah.
Because, so he's killing people who have the misfortune of having something happen to them outside of their control. Understandably. You see why I'm kind of upset with that, right?
I do.
Okay. And you just... Alright. I'm gonna pick my battles today. I'm not gonna get on your case about that. Did he look dangerous?
He looked like a normal person. He was The one that I mentioned outside the alleyway, the one in all white.
He's been watching us.
Oh yes, he knows what we are doing too. He
I
knows we're
may-
trying to figure out the murders that.
I figure since he's been following us, he'd be able to find out where we were quite easily.
I talk about it loudly, so yeah.
He
So he's just killing bull spawn. Is there any reason other than to just kill them?
So apparently there is a thing with his kin that if you are the last ball spawn of the children, you become the avatar ball.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's
So he's told me that he has made a pact with one of his siblings, which I can't believe or not. It's here or there, but they want to kill all of them and leave the last two as them, and then disappear and die and live old age.
Yeah, I must say that assumes that every single other bull spawn relative that he has explicitly does want to become the avatar of bull.
Yeah, there's a
Well,
lot going on
By
here.
the sounds of it, like it sounds like they don't really have a choice from what he was saying.
I have no idea.
Like,
Well, if Olin is saying, you know, that he's killing other bull spawn to prevent the avatar of bull thing from happening, that means all bull spawn must want to become the avatar of bull, which is
or at
not-
least know, or at least
one,
know.
or at least know of that ending. Yes.
Yes.
Which not all of them want or know about necessarily.
Yeah.
And so he's ultimately killing them. It's like a just in case thing.
Yes.
yeah, but I from the way that Owen was talking, it sounds like it's like maybe it's well, and like the way that like if he's killing all of them, like that like don't know that they're ball spawn. Do you think it's just like if they become like if they're the last one standing, they just become like the avatar, like they don't really have a choice? Maybe that's why.
According
I don't
to
know.
him,
It's muddy. It's really dumb. But
he's been doing his own research, and I guess he thinks that the one running the cell in Baldur's Gate is in the Manor District. I think he said.
oh,
That's really awesome.
That
So-
puts it at either Van Thamper or Stelmane.
does that mean that? Well,
Or
what?
Is that inside
that
Jeremy's head?
No, this is exactly what she's doing.
Okay, just checking.
Is this? Is that why he like was talking to you?
Yes,
Where-
because so he has mm, what hollow arm,
prosthetic.
yes, and
Ooh,
apparently magical, and he says there are anti-magic fields up there in the Mana District, so he
Hmm.
doesn't feel safe walking there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has the rose ever glowed in Lady Silvershield's presence?
It has not.
Oh, then I have to ask real quick.
Mhm.
The prosthetic, it weren't his legs, or it?
He knocked on his arm.
Okay, and it weren't he weren't a drow, right?
No, he was a human.
Human.
Oh, okay, thank God. Oh,
Do you know a ball who's drow?
no, I'll tell the story later. Just getting kind of worried. Can I ask a question, Olin, that's more for me than anything else?
I don't think I can stop you.
Was he how? Like, did he at least have that going for him?
He was
Was
wearing.
he like kind of?
He was wearing a robe.
No. Was he like ugly hot? Like were he attractive?
I don't know.
Why
I
is
was
this
in.
always
Silkez, can you ask him?
I can
if the
understand
man was
you.
hot. No, I don't think you do. Silkes, ask him if the man was hot.
Oh my god.
Arlen, did you find this man attractive? I know you understand what she's saying. I just need.
Is that
Did you find this
really-
man?
This is really what she's asking right now.
Yes, this is what she's asking because she's trying to find out whether or not it was her husband or her husband disguised or, something of that nature.
That's really weird. I don't fucking know. Make up something. Like, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was trying to make sure I remembered this shit for the conversation.
He didn't really pay attention or care because he was, cornered by a bull spawn giving him information in his room.
I can't imagine how it would be terrifying to have a ball spawn cornering you in your room. Alright, thank you. I just needed to know for my own safety and
Are you concerned that your ex-husband is going to be following you here?
Now, if my ex-husband was following me here, I would have known because he would have hit me up.
What's up, girl? Where you at?
Baby, I'm so sorry. Please take me back.
Long
Long dick style.
Oh my goodness. So, well then, who in the Manor District could it be then? Like,
Well,
Van Thampo Stelmane. The rose hasn't glowed around Lady Silvershield, so that's out for now.
Oh,
I'm really starting to think it's Van Thamper because she don't come out often. She's
He-
kind of seclusive.
he also
Her
thinks. He also thinks the hideout for the cult is near the statue.
Oh, actually, speaking of Van Thamper, Marty, can I see the newspaper?
sure.
Oh, that's right, the newspaper.
Trying to
Looking through,
that.
does he see the titular headline that Zaj had told to them?
As you look through, just on the first page alone, the headline is actually, it has to do with the availability of citrus fruits in the wide, and why there has been a decline since the beginning of the death curse, and why the decline is still maintaining even though the death curse is over.
Oh, we did it! Yay!
Is there any other, I would say, notable information?
You flip through and there doesn't look like there's anything. It's a lot of very pedestrian articles. There are a few articles about the upcoming election, but nothing really more than just sort of like analysts talking back and forth about it.
So we did that.
We're missing
So-
the article.
Oh,
We are.
good.
That's good
We get
fun.
one victory today.
That's good.
There is this thing about the availability of citrus fruits in the wild since the
Oh.
death curse started.
Yeah, it's been a pain. I miss having some oranges. I love oranges.
Anyways,
But-
sorry, Erlin. Was there something else you wanted to bring up?
Also, then I had a thought
no.
if
Not that I know of. Sorry, Marty.
So,
okay, no.
Uh,
But I had a thought for you know, based on the do y'all remember when we went to the burlesque show?
yes,
yeah, it happened
Yeah.
last night.
it's hard to
Yeah.
forget.
It felt like a week ago now. Or 2 weeks, I don't even know. It was a while ago. Anyways. So I think it was Stelmane. They
No,
said
yeah.
that she was like up to something.
So, there's that. There's rumors that she's in the cult. I even got that information from Mr. Benair himself.
Because maybe. Wait, from Mr. Benair himself?
Joe Axel.
My baby daddy.
Oh, you talked to him? Okay.
He provides me information. I provide him political, advantages. So,
Oh, that's interesting. Anyways, but with Selmaine, I do have a mantle clock that needs to be delivered soon.
oh,
Oh, that's interesting.
It might be a way to get in and see if a rose glows.
Well,
we would have to be very, very careful about that. Why does the Scottish accent keep happening? Anyway, we'd have to be very careful about that, considering that if she is in the cult and she sees us with the roses, it could end
Well,
quite badly.
Well, usually on deliveries I have EV3 with me because things are heavy. If I just put the rose in it, maybe she'll just think it's like another one of its little things glowing. Because, I mean, it already has like a nice sort of like bluish glow to it.
Hmm.
uh, it's real tricky. But it ain't a bad idea.
And then,
Let's find out. I think we should find that hideout first before we do anything that might end like that.
alright, well, it was more of a scouting idea. Damn, Focus has
It's still a good idea. We did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe when I stop by the shop later on today, I can figure out when they're going to be delivering that.
Oh, which reminds me, speaking of deliveries, so last night when I went to go talk to Jacques, which by the way, Barney, I gotta finish telling you the story about
Oh, you already told me a lot. It's okay.
no, I didn't even get to the best part.
Well, I want your
So
thank
the
you.
delivery is going to happen in 2 days. I think 48 hours gives us ample time to go do that where business with clearing out them
Oh,
drug dealers.
yes.
Mhm.
I looked over the contract and it seemed good to me, but I'm also not a trained lawyer.
Well, I'm going to my lawyer later today to find out how the custody paternity suit's going, so I'll bring it up to her, and then we can, if we're in Kalimshan, we can show it off to Realsa. Because I also gotta apologize for only getting 100 gold instead of the 200.
Alright. Well, better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
That does make me think that. So, Olin, did he say anything about why I have two versus other people have so many?
Um, whoever from the cult did it, chose to. It's he didn't, Jason. He didn't say what that meant. He just meant like two just means that whoever's coming is not that difficult, right?
Yeah, so oh, it's 2 motes, you'll be fine.
Um, he didn't say what the motes meant, but the way he made it sound was difficulty of pursuer. He said 2 motes, we should be fine.
Oh, so it ain't. The coin ain't about the victim, it's about who's coming for you.
That also
How he made the sound, yes.
So,
means that Master Kadir is going to be getting a run for his money.
right, because he only had. How many motes did he now are on here?
He had 7 to 9 on his.
Motherfucker had like the avatar on him.
Yeah, he was the avatar.
Let me see.
I wrote it down because it was important, but can I find it right now? No.
It was seven.
Of course I can't. It was 7?
It was 7. I'm gonna guess. So we want to go to a statue. We're supposed to go that way, anyways, correct?
Do we have
5.
to?
It was 5.
I really like. It's just gonna be another body. We already know who did it. It's gonna take a while to process. I've got to go to my lawyer.
I'm gonna underline that one
I
actually.
really, really need to go look at that.
Well, the hideout might be near the statue. Isn't that what we wanted to go find?
If that
Well-
was, it would be better to go at night if that was the case.
Yeah. Also, we don't really need to go looking for the hideout when we can just go clear out a bunch of drug dealers and then get the hideout from Cane Fingies. You know, I don't really want to go looking when we can just do something real tidy and someone already did all the work for us.
Okay.
I would say we don't have to stop by and investigate specifically, but I think that if we stop by for even 5 minutes, have a quick talk with James, and then be on our way, we have to keep up appearances. We're being watched.
We're being watched by a kin killer.
And
Uh,
Zodge.
And Zodge.
Okay, and Zodge is gonna not like what we do. Anyways,
And want us
besides,
to
he's
be
gonna.
jail if we're
he's
not
gotta-
doing what we need to be doing.
I would love to see him put me in jail. I would love to see him put any of us in jail, especially since someone over here is part of a cult gang.
Well, if he doesn't put us in jail,
Who is Jeremy pointing at? Okay. One's a little confused, but sure.
Yeah, we can go check out appearances. I just don't want Zodge to be there and he's out there setting up his little fantasy and I also hate walking.
Here, think about it though. If we go there and Zodge is there, he's going to be all mopey because the thing was in the paper.
Yeah, he didn't get his newspaper article.
Yeah,
At least not
right.
now.
Let's be around him while he's upset. Cause
Yeah, it'll be funny.
that's really
Well,
good.
if it helps, you have an easy excuse to leave early. You can be like, oh, I actually have to go investigate with my lawyer. And you can just leave.
But then I'm doing stuff on the I'll be able to handle it. This is why I don't do adventuring work. You know, I could have signed up when I was like 19, but I was like, all that walking, the hiking, my legs, my body was not developed for hiking. I've got built-in shock absorbers, but it was not for feet. The hiking.
Based on the story, based on the
today.
basics of what you told me last night, I assumed that.
Olin's gonna take the rose and put it into his leather vest.
See, now we match.
We-
Silk has match motions to the rose in his breast pocket.
That is so cute. Oh, we should all get matching roses.
You want me to talk to him again?
Yeah, I mean, if you can, and if you can get another rose for me, that'd be kind of cool.
I'll try to.
They're pretty cool.
So he'll probably be watching us, so I'll find a way.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, Marty looking around like,
It's not like I know who it's gonna look like, but it should be interesting.
Actually, hold on. Pardon me. Silkas is going to stand. Are the grandparents in the corner?
Yes, they
Oh
are.
God.
no.
Oh no.
We have an end to the mermaid place, or whatever it's called.
Silkins, what are you doing?
I'm going to ask a very simple question.
Oh, okay.
He goes over to the old couple and says, pardon me. Very good morning.
Hello.
I had a question. You said that you attended a place called the House?
The Water Queen's house. We go every day.
Water Queen's house, yes. Hold on. Water Queen's, yep. That's it. That's the drug dealer's place. And the first we met, we heard that you were interested in getting our friend here a bride, groom, partner.
Um, the grandmother will sort of butt in and say, "There's always so many, so many young people looking for love so desperately at the Water Queen's house. I'm sure he would be able to find someone."
Love her the next fucking fix.
You don't mind my asking, does this place have an address or a way to find it?
She will go ahead and give you very detailed directions. And let me look at the map here. So she will say that it is in the steeps, and it's on a sort of long jetty that goes into the harbor, like at the end of the jetty.
All right. On AJ that goes into. Is there anything we need to keep in mind? Anything once we go? Do we need to say that we are here on your behalf, or can we just go in?
No, it's open to all to leave uh, to leave offerings if they're going out to sea. Hopefully, be left alone. And she'll then say, "There are some rougher types who like to hang out near the entrance to the jetty. I would certainly walk on the other side of the road, but they do tend to keep to themselves."
Thank you very much for that warning.
Oh, no problem.
You are so kind. Thank you very much for all the information. We hope to see you there at some point.
We're usually there around midday.
Around midday? Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Let us know if you have anybody in mind picked out for him.
She'll sort of like smile brightly and say, "I have a few ideas."
Oh, you are incorrigible. You two have a very good day for now. Thank you again.
You too.
Selkes walks back to the table. Sorry, Olin.
What did you do?
I used your namesake for information, is what I did. But I know where the Water Queen's house is, and you might have to deal with some matchmaking.
He's just staring at you right now.
They told me that they're usually there around midday. So if we want to go around midday so we don't look awkward, that's an option, but you do have to be aware you're going to be introduced to a couple people.
This is what I get for staying up to make sure you're safe. This is what I get. Okay.
Look, I'm trying to make sure that we have a way to take care of and have a... Olin, I'm doing my best here. She did say that there were some rougher types that hung out around the Water Queen's house, but as long as we walk on the opposite side of the road, we should generally be alright.
This might be the people.
They might be the people.
If we're going to a place of religion and worship and also drug dealers, it really does sound like everyone should dress up a little nicer, Olin. And, speaking as a fashion designer, I am more than equipped to make sure everyone, Olin, looks presentable and fit. Olin. Olin, please let me dress you up. Oh, I could make you look so good.
Why do you want to dress me up?
Because I see potential.
I
Because I know that you could walk into a room and I know that you could steal the eyes. It's there. You're dark.
Steal the what?
You're brooding. Dark hair. Lovely face.
Okay. What does
Marty, I know you don't swing that way. But he does look good, right? Like, come on, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it.
He is handsome, yes.
Is this what you're doing to his face right now and he's just staring?
Yeah.
I mean, kinda. I don't know. You already said it. I don't swing that way.
Yeah, but you can
Yes, but
appreciate art.
You have eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You don't have to be attracted to someone to think that they are handsome or beautiful.
I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of people I'm not attracted to.
Yes, that hasn't stopped you before. But
It's not the
anyways,
challenge.
yeah. As he's my friend, I would call him handsome.
See? I just think we could get you cleaned up. I could feather your hair some, or I won't touch your hair. That's fine too. I'm just saying, you could be the handsomest boy ever.
This is fine. It's just normal clothes.
Yeah, but you can wear normal clothes that show off just how broad your shoulders are.
Where would I put any points to like his short sword, his dagger, like
all his things.
all of his
Well,
things?
Look at how I'm dressed. You see, I'm wearing a simple pantsuit. Now, what I've done is running along my thigh is my sword. And what I always do is I can take off this little chain belt I'm on, and it's a whip.
I don't use whip.
Right, but I can make it functional. I can give you your gear, but make you look cute.
I don't need. I'm good. Thank you.
I need you to look cute.
You don't want me.
No, I don't. No, I don't want you.
Okay.
You're like, but I need you to be cute. I need for us to be side by side.
This hurts my side.
It does sort of sound like he's kind of being pretty adamant, Jeremina.
Oh, I'll leave him alone. But I'm just saying. I do have standards.
If there is some dinner that we have to go to, you could dress me.
You shouldn't have said that. I'm going to hold that to you. I don't care if it's today or 3 years from now. Olin, the second there's a dinner. Pinky.
That is Pinky, yes.
A pinky swear. Swear
It's a pinky promise. It's done to make sure that you're legally, morally, spiritually bound by a pinky promise.
You'll help me fake my death, right?
Oh yeah.
Pinky promise.
All right. You feel so excited. Oh, you're gonna look so handsome for that dinner.
Okay.
All right. Marty, don't worry. You're next.
As soon as Olin comes back from the pinky promise, because we'll just say you could have done crossies.
I don't fucking know what that means. I don't even know what I just agreed to.
You agreed to be dressed up for dinner. Not that
Yeah,
hard.
I just don't understand what the fucking pinky thing is.
The promise.
Pretty look good. I just tend to wear my work clothes is all.
You shouldn't have said that, Marty. Because now I'm picturing you in burgundy. I think you could pull off suede.
Blue suede.
Really?
That's
You
right.
think
I
she could
can
pull off
see
suede?
it. No, yeah, I think she can. We
I
coif
actually
her
got
hair a
like
little.
that. It's like a like for medical purposes, but I made it like look all nice. That is suede. I could try to pull it out. I have to find it though. It's one of the
You should
components.
let me fix it for you.
Well, no, it's like the magical components.
She
But if you want to
sounds
help me,
so
that's nice. Like double check
capricious.
the stitching and all, make sure it's looking good. That'd be nice. That'd be fun.
Yeah. We're all gonna look up to my standards. Because now, if we're in it, and we're in it, boys,
Oh my god.
we're all gonna look really cute. Oh,
No.
we're gonna look so darling when we go into that hideout and we go killing.
We got raided again.
Holy shit! Hi guys again.
Thank you, Cantrip, for the 10-person raid. Welcome, everybody. We actually just started at 10, so we're still in it.
Yeah, we were running late. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? I
Man,
appreciate
hello,
you all.
hello.
Love you. Anyways, we're going to places, right?
Yeah, we're going to
Yeah.
places.
We
So we're
going to
gonna
do the
stop.
things.
We're going to the murder scene. We're going to the
Yeah,
main statue.
Yeah, we gotta.
So
go.
we're going to the murder scene. Jeremy is going to a lawyer, and then from that point, have we decided what to do?
I need to go to Gimbal and Sons to find out about when the
Clock delivery is happening.
clock delivery is happening, and then after that, I guess we're figuring it out. Or
Yeah,
was
we
it?
didn't really say what we wanted to do afterwards.
Well, we can worry
well,
about
we
that
can-
when we go, because
Yeah,
yeah,
we
get moving.
might get information that speeds things up. That being said, okay, I'm gonna hang back from talking to Zarge because after last night and today, I'm feeling a little dangerous. I'm feeling a little spicy. I might feel compelled to do crimes upon that man.
That's valid. He's a dick.
This is Mark. What the fuck?
I want to shank him in an alleyway.
What the?
I'm
For what?
Oh, the
For
crime of
being-
being Zodge.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
You were talking about not doing murders to people.
She didn't
Well,
say he'd murder him. She said she would do
Oh,
crimes against him.
True.
Yeah.
Violently assault. That's different.
Yeah. I'll violently. Yeah, like I'll.
Goodness gracious.
Manslaughter's a lot different than homicide.
Olin's just gonna get up from the conversation and go outside, and he's
Yeah.
gonna look to see if he can find Jed.
Okay.
Silkus is going to watch him go and just be like, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
All right. Ooh. Dirty 20.
Nice.
So you search around the upper, the sort of rooftops and walls of the area that you can see from where you're at, and you don't see any sort of cloaked figures or anything like that. You're pretty sure that wherever he is not currently here.
Shit.
Olin, is everything okay?
I was looking to see if he possibly was watching us.
Well,
Any luck?
No.
nothing to do but get on our way, right?
Let's go to the statue.
Sounds perfect.
All right.
All right.
We're on our way.
So, you guys make your way through the early morning streets of Baldur's Gate. As you get closer and closer to the maiden's statue, you notice that the population density on the street gets smaller and smaller and smaller the closer you get, up until you enter into sort of like the plaza or the little area where the statue is located. It's sort of a round open area where a bunch of roads kind of come in and converge. Well, not really roads, cart paths and walking paths all kind of converge on this one spot. And in the middle of the sort of rotary, as it were, is a statue of a woman who sort of has hair down over her face, and she's sort of covering her eyes in what looks to be like tears or crying. Around the base of the statue, there are a number of black tabards featuring the logo of the Flaming Fist. And among them, you see sort of a line where it goes just heads, 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 and then all of a sudden it shoots up, and you see the large set of horns on Okeb, the Minotaur who's Captain Zodge's number 2, and then it immediately dips back down. They seem to have formed like a little bit of a perimeter around the statue, and you can hear the gravelly voice of James from inside the sort of cordoned off area.
Oh, well. Yeah, it just struck me we planned on it at the very first couple of sessions, but we never did actually make it to the maiden statue. So this is the first time we're hearing about it.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that happens.
It appears that we aren't the first here, but it doesn't seem that Zodge is here. It just seems that
Okay, yeah.
Oh, this is nice then. Okeb ain't too bad.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, let's see if we can squeeze over there. Can we like move through the crowd and sort of like get up to like the line of?
Yes.
Like-
So you're able to walk up to the Flaming Fist troops, and they will sort of create a hole for you all to enter through. The scene on the other side is basically there's a ring of soldiers around the statue. There's the base of the statue. You can see what looks to be a body sort of propped up against the statue as though it was sort of sitting or leaning against it. There's Okeb, who's standing inside the ring, sort of watching as Detective O'Sullivan is speaking with another figure, and who's sort of, you guys can't quite see past James who exactly it is because he's so much larger than this person.
Do you want to try to get in there and see what's going on? Like investigate?
wonder who James is speaking to.
Is it Zodge?
As you all listen, you hear a voice that is very distinct from Zodge. There are no gays in Ireland, Kathleen. There are no gays in Ireland, Kathleen. It's a woman's voice.
Breathe! Fish breathe!
It's a woman's voice speaking back and forth with James with a accent very different from that of Captain Zodge.
Who's that? Who's
I don't know. Oh goodness.
She's quite pretty.
He's very yeah.
she seems tall.
Yeah.
She's dressed very officially. She must be highly regarded, highly ranked. There we go.
Yeah.
Marty's trying
highly
to
ranked.
like wave and see if she can catch someone's attention.
So out of the corner of James's eye, he sees you guys and will say, "Oh, these are we can pick this back up. Liara, these are the adventurers that Zodge put under my care. Everyone, this is Commander Liara Porter, daughter of Duke Dillard Porter." It's a
Hello.
pleasure. Quite good to meet all of you.
I know of your father. I've never met you before, though. It's nice to finally meet you.
Pleasure's all mine. And she'll sort of ask for your name.
My name is Silkes. This is the party that we are currently trying to investigate the murders with. Olin, motion to Olin, Marty, and Jeremina.
Ha!
And my automaton EB3.
Oh, and EV3.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. Hopefully you've found some better leads than we have. And she'll sort of motion down at the body, which appears to be it looks to be like a Triton who has sort of slumped over to the side. They don't really have anything distinguishing on them clothing wise that you can see. And they're wearing sort of very plain, like shirt and slacks type thing. It may even be their sleeping clothes. And
Olin wants to casually try to take one more look around to see if Jed is around.
okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
A 15.
Is
this time.
there? Oh,
Okay, let me get my dice roller here.
was there anything notable about this body, or does it just seem to have been another murder?
Jeremina,
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, it's
Jeremina,
okay.
you kept kind of describing the clothes. As you're sort of talking, Jeremina wants to take a closer look. She like kind of wants to get a look at the weaving, the construction, and determine if it's sleeping clothes, like how nice they are. That kind
Oh,
of
sure.
deal.
Go ahead and make a history check, or you can use your artisan's tools check if you would like.
Okay.
Commander Porter will say, "Well, I've not quite been well read on the case. I'm simply filling in for Captain Zodge today. So
Alright.
a personal matter of some kind."
Oh,
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
what a shame.
Um,
It. Go ahead, Marty.
no, So, do we know who the body is? Who this is?
James will pipe in and say, "We haven't been able to identify yet, but given that they look to be a Triton, should be fairly easy to identify a pretty small number of Tritons inside Baldur's Gate. Fortunately, no one I know."
Then, Marty sort of like looks a little bit queasy and says, "May I look at? Can I look at it? May I look at it?"
Yeah, go right ahead. What'd
Would
you
you
get,
like
Jeremy?
some? Nope.
What's up?
Jeremy, what do you?
Yeah, what did Jeremina roll for artisan's tools check?
15.
15. So with a 15, you'd be able to pretty quickly identify that these simple clothes are likely intended to be this person's sleep attire. They aren't really the best in make. Like as far as like build quality goes, like they're not silk, for example, but they're also not poor quality either. They're just sort of middle of the road.
Would you like some help with that, Marty?
Yeah, yes, please.
Uh,
Can Marty like look over the body and see if she can't find anything of interest?
Sure. Go ahead and make a investigation check. Yeah, investigation check.
All right.
Silkes is helping.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
with advantage.
Hell yeah.
Anything
Oh,
from
God.
Olin?
No, it does not appear to be watching to his best estimation.
Okay.
I lost that dice, so if 11 plus 3 for 14.
14. So as you get down, the clothes are so simple that they don't really have pockets or anything like that. The you can see the wounds on the body. They're very similar to the ones that have been described, where they appear bloodless, where they look to be as though they've been like slashed clear across the throat, but there has been no bleeding. And yeah, other than that, there's not too much notable. It's a body.
Yeah. And, God, it's so gross.
Silka's Marty looking like she's about to puke versus Silka's just like
Yeah.
going over it.
Thanks for the help, Sulkas.
Oh, no problem. Doesn't seem like there's anything here though.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything in particular. Is there any? Yeah, there aren't any pockets.
No, I think this was just this man's sleeping clothes. He was killed in his sleep, or he barely had any chance to react. So
Yeah, these aren't they aren't poor clothes. Definitely better quality than some I've seen. But yeah, I mean they're just kind of cotton wool bland. Nothing spectacular. Just exactly middle in.
Maybe we can. Is there any sort of tag on it? Maybe we could find the manufacturer.
No. I mean, clothes like these, they're made a dime a dozen. I make sleepwear like this all the time, and I don't put my maker's mark on it because there's no point. You don't brag about sleepwear unless they're meant to be taken off.
Oh, okay. No.
and besides, I don't think the manufacturer would be anything that we would need to keep an eye out for. So
Well,
Right.
my thought was that if we know where the shop is, maybe we can find, see if, because Tritons are pretty, not very common in Baldur's Gate. Maybe they would recognize them, or
that's fair.
Well, I mean, we can go to the Water Queen's house and ask that.
well, who's does it from the Water Queen's house, Jeremina? Doesn't seem like profiling. No, I'm joking. But
Okay.
yeah, we can look around. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. Sad.
Yeah, it's still kind of fresh. We haven't really been able to dredge up much information.
That's a
Little
shame.
less, little less worried about identifying this one though, given that he's a Triton. So hopefully we'll have some information by the end of the day.
Good to know. Good to know.
Fingers crossed. Let us know, of course.
Oh yes.
Well, yes. It was nice meeting you, Commander Porter. Nice seeing you, OCAB. Don't know if I can say that. We have to be on our way, I'm afraid.
There's no gays in Ireland, Captain.
I can't believe. Why did that become?
Faults as well.
That became our grounding line.
For Commander Porter, it's Commander Porter when there's
Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure to meet all of you as well. Hopefully, we'll figure out who's behind this and put an end to it.
Of course.
Of course.
If you ever see me around, Commander Porter, please don't be a stranger. I can always make time for you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We're going now. That's what we're doing,
You're
Jeremina. We're going now.
But do we have to?
Yes, we do have to. You didn't want to come here in the first place.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't know Commander Broyle would be here.
You don't get to decide to stay just because there's a MILF in the room. Let's go.
It's not because she's a MILF. I'm the MILF in every room I go into.
Are we still standing there?
No, we're
Yeah.
walking. We're walking away. We're walking away quickly.
Just checking.
It'd be funny if we weren't, though.
It'd
It
be
would be.
hilarious if we weren't.
Where are you guys
So where do we want to go?
Oh, that was so fast, isn't it?
We
Didn't
need
we want to go check the druggies?
Yes.
Were we going to go there, or were we going to split up first?
Jeremina does have to go
Oh, yeah,
past her contract by her lawyer.
Yeah, and I need to go by the clock shop.
How long are we planning on staying on, too?
Should we make the cutoff 1 a.m.?
I mean, I was planning on basically only going about 20 more minutes, so
Okay.
probably just one more scene. So you guys can pick on what note you would like to end.
Lawyer.
Okay. Yes, the lawyer. Oh God.
Lawyer
please.
Jeremina and clock situation.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Not that kind of clock.
Oh, sorry.
So Jeremina, you're going to the lawyer. I'm going to the clock shop.
Olin and Silkez are just gonna have a hearty conversation about what the fuck they're gonna do.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess. You can come with us if you want. I mean, it's a nice shop.
Yeah, they don't matter.
Plus, if you guys plan on coming with me
No.
on the delivery, I'm sure Mr. Gimble would want me to introduce you. You don't want to? That's okay.
No, I'm trying to decide whether I want to or not. Hold on, let me roll a d20 about it.
You play moms soccer, suburbs and soccer moms.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a no.
Oh,
I don't.
okay,
Sorry.
that's alright. No, don't worry about it. I'll just be on my way then.
All right.
Okay.
You'll stay safe.
Of course. I have
Report back to Where do you guys want to go to lunch today? Was there anything in the newspapers with coupons?
Well, we still have the newspaper right here with us.
Oh. Any coupons of note today?
Let's see.
He does have a.
No, wait, hold on, never mind. Plot thing. We can meet up at the Elf Song Tavern because we do need to re-listen to those lyrics.
Yeah, but we don't got a coupon to the Elf Song Tavern.
It's the second time we would go.
You know
And we
how
also
expensive food is?
we also need to let them know when the delivery is going to be.
Yeah, that's true. But you're paying.
Okay. I have no issue with that.
I'm expensive.
Nope. That would. Nope.
No,
What,
there was like 3 lines going through my head, Mark.
I dare one of you to say something.
Apparently all I need to give you is a coloring page.
Get it.
Yeah, that hurt.
Silkez, take inspiration.
Oh shit! You got inspiration from fucking Jason.
Yes.
That was immensely savage.
Is that gonna work for next time since we're about to end though, basically?
Yes, you can keep that inspiration through to next session.
Jason.
Thank you.
You did psychic damage to Jeremina and got inspiration. I hope you savor it next session.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go head out to my lawyer. I gotta go lick my wounds. And I think cry. Yeah, that... I haven't had to take the coloring paper. Damn, Silkez. Fuck, man. See you guys later.
Okay,
I feel
so at this point, we've got Marty and EV3 going to the clock shop. We've got Jeremina headed to her lawyer's office. Olin and Silkez, what are you guys doing? Or are you just biding your time until lunch?
Biding the time until lunch, unless there's something specific you wanted to do or talk about.
Olin had nothing.
Okay. All right. So, Marty, as you enter into the clock shop, Mr. Gibble is behind the counter, sort of up on a stool, once again, head deep in what looks to be some sort of wall clock. He's got his sort of visual apparatus down around his eyes and a tool in each hand. It appears he's doing some very, very fine gear or spring work inside of this clock. And as you enter in, he sort of looks up. Oh, Marty, it's good to see you. And you see his eyes are like magnified like 10 times over by this thing on his head.
She's used to it.
Yeah.
She still jumps anyways, like, ah. Hi, Mr. Hugan. Question about the clock that you were working on the other day that you showed me.
Oh, yes, of course. It's in the back.
Yes.
Did you notice something wrong, or?
No, I've been going up that way recently, and I was, when it's supposed to be delivered? It's been a while since I've gone on a delivery mission. I want to test out how much EV3 you can carry.
I've been meaning to talk to you about this anyways. I'm glad you came in. So, it should be delivered sometime tomorrow, but we are going to need you to deliver it. Supposedly, the Stelmane Manor has a quite large opening for their fire pit. It's pretty high, and I think that the only way we'd be able to get up there is utilizing EV3's arms.
I love EV3 so much. Okay, both me and Marty say the exact same thing when it does that. Anyways, okay, perfect. That's wonderful. Would it be okay if, since I'm still on duty technically for the thing, you know, the thing I talked,
I know.
the murders, whatever.
Yes. Unfortunate business.
Would it be alright if some of them, if they were, dressed up properly and all that, just, we're sort of like sticking together. It's okay, never mind.
Came up. Yeah, I could certainly ask. Since we have the rest of the day today, I can see if they would be amicable to that.
It's all right. You don't have to ask it. It should be okay. And then you haven't heard anything from my mother, have you? No, she's not suspicious because I haven't been here in a little bit.
I don't. Unless there's something in my mail, and he sort of looks down at what to be a large pile of mail that he never opens.
You really need to get Niles looking at that.
It's the curse of being a business owner. You want to do it all yourself.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't.
Okay, good. Let me know if she does, because I don't want to deal with that. But okay, cool. Good to know. I will come by tomorrow and pick that up then.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Hugan.
Not a problem.
And then Mari will take the second to go back into her nook that she has in the back and pick out some of her odds and ends and experiments and etc. because she was thinking about that earlier. But cool. That's basically all from her.
Okay. All right. So, Jeremina, you make your way to the offices of Gatto and Sons, to your lawyer's office. Let me pull up my information here.
I'm so excited for this.
Where's my information about the... okay. So, as you make your way through the offices, they seem to be bustling. The different clerks and scribes and things like that are scratching away at their parchment. As you approach her office, you hear a voice speaking to her, and it's very sort of smooth, almost slick, and it will say something like, "I'd really like to have the case wrapped up before the election, if I'm quite honest. Do do you think that would be a problem?" And you hear her, not in her typical sort of rambunctious style, say, "Well, I can do my best. I know that getting into the courts around the time of the election wouldn't be great, but unfortunately, I can only utilize administrative deferrals so many times." And the voice will respond back and will say, "I understand that. Perhaps you could have an aside with the judge, just anything to get it delayed past the election." And then she says, "I'll do my best. I promise." And he'll say, "Very well. Update me as it goes along." And the door opens, and what you see is a figure wearing a very formal-looking robe made of very expensive material. You would be able to see that outright with your proficiency in sort of tailor's tools. He's a half-elven gentleman, very sharp features, leaning definitely on the side of like elf. And he's got long, sort of stick-straight hair that sort of like falls directly down over his shoulders, and you can definitely tell that he takes great time in making sure that the hair doesn't pool around his shoulders. It splits on either side of them. And he sort of gives you a up and down, and then will walk past you off to the other side of the office.
Jermina will give a curt, curtsy, acknowledging his rank, look at him go, and then kind of turn into the office. Hi, Londra. He was a piece of work. You good?
Yes, of course. It's just can't please everyone, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm real sorry to hear that.
Yes, nevertheless, I'm sure you're here for the update on your case.
Yes.
So, she goes ahead and takes something out of her desk, and will sort of plump it down on the desk. It has a lot of very hard lines and shapes. It looks almost like a book, but each one of the pages is a metal plate, and overall it is about that thick. And she's like, "Do you know what that is?"
Nope, no clue.
Well, that right there is our first hurdle. It's our first problem we're having. Gauntlgrim Legal Code, subsection 33. The reigning monarch of Gauntlgrim has asserted privilege over the information that is his parentage to any of our children in both the class action suit and individual suits that we are bringing. So we will have to find some way around this code, which may involve world governments.
Reigning monarch? of Gondor Grim. Drax, what
Yes.
what
So
are you
in our
what are you
investigation,
saying?
we tracked down Mr. Benair, or His Majesty. Either way, he's now, due to some suspect moves during the Death Curse, is the reigning monarch of the underground city of Gauntlgrim.
Is there a chair that I can?
There's right behind you, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Sorry, I'm fine. I'm good. What are you thinking we do about it?
Well, there are means to deal with rulers who utilizing laws that they put in place to shield themselves from, I don't know if I could necessarily call this oversight, but from
Kansas.
from looks by the public. So with that, unfortunately, also many of the organizations like the Lord's Alliance, for example, or the Harpers, or in some places, and this may have been appropriate in this instance, of the Zentharum, we could approach them to initiate some sort of action against Gauntlgrim in the form of sanctions. But of course, that would, in its own way, take a whole separate approach where we're going to have to get one of these organizations to be willing to bring Jaraxel to task, essentially, for this. But he does not seem willingly able to, or wanting to willingly do it himself.
And there's no way he's just willing to pay like monthly Bahush money. Like I just want my kid to be provided for. I'm not after his. Well, I am after his gold, but not like all of it.
Well, unfortunately, when broached the topic of payments, the subject was then brought up on if the children in question were indeed his, which then was information which he deemed privileged and we couldn't access. So, no.
Okay, if you saw my kiddo, yeah, like he dead on for Jaraxel. So what? Oh my God, are we having to get a faction involved in this just for him to say the kid's his? Oh, Jaraxel! I'm gonna kill him. No, I'm
That
not.
may be a more expeditious way to get this done, if I'm honest.
So I just have to go get big enough in an organization to get them to corral Jaraxel.
But no. And she'll wave you off and say, "You don't need to do anything." And she'll say, "Observe," and sort of bend down and pick up this large stack of paper and say, "This is our formal request to each of the major organizations to put together a committee to look into this issue to see whether or not they would be willing to convene a council that could potentially remediate this situation for us."
Okay. Is there anything I have to do on my side?
She'll shake her head no.
Okay. I can be real persuasive. If we need to go up and speak, I actually do have. Yeah, one of my friends at the moment right now is pretty close with Jaraxel. And I'm certain I could talk him into helping out too. But okay, that's great. And my son don't need to be brought into Baldur's Gate. He can stay all safe up in Luskin. Or do we need him here?
She'll nod and say, "I think for now that's probably best."
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay. Well, thank you for the update. When should I get back to you for another update?
I would say 5 to 7 days.
Okay. I'll err on 6 days. 6 days. And see, lawyer. He's a king? Who did that? Oh no, he totally ganked the last dude. There's no way someone would pick Jaraxel to be king. I wouldn't pick Jaraxel to do my dishes.
She's going to say, well, there's unfortunately that's the way monarchies work. There's sometimes you don't really draw a good monarch from the pool.
Yeah. God, I bet he's all full of himself. I should still call him though. Anyways, thank you so much, Alondra. I'll be seeing you. Make sure to contact. Oh wait, I got something to talk to you about. I'm so sorry. Can you look over a contract?
Oh, that's what I do.
Here you go.
She'll take it and sort of read it over, and she'll say, "It's certainly a form services for goods contract if I've ever seen one."
All right, there's no underbidding or weird phrasing or anything.
Not that I can see.
All right, thank you, Alondra. You're a doll. All right. You have fun with these forms. Let me know if you ever needing anything. And if you're ever around town and I'm around town, let me know. Drinks are always on me. All right. Be seeing you.
All right, and she will send you off.
Yep, I'll head out.
Excellent. All right. Well, given our extreme cliffhanger ending last week, that's kind of definitely coasting into the finish line on this one. So we will pick up from there with you all convening or reconvening at the Elf Song Tavern to once again hear the Elf Song, should it play. And with that, we're good to go. Good night, everybody.
Yay!
Have a
Good
See you
night.
next week.
Thank you again so much for the raid, for all of
hell
those
yeah.
that are still here.
That's sweet. Second time.
We
in a
hope
row.
that you enjoyed your time.
Yeah,
Have a good night,
fingers
everyone.
Have a good night.
Mwah.